my journey of going to service started with my mom. My mom got saved first, and during her journey, of course, she brought us to church. At first, we wouldn't go all the time, but then she started to like really not play about her walk with God, and I bless God for that because I got a chance to see, what it looks like to um, trust God with the big and with the small through my mom. So she would take us to church. She wasn't playing, okay? It was all five of us. We would go. We started to go to church here, where I'm from. I mean, where I live. I live for a big part of my life. I'm actually from Norwalk, Connecticut, but am. I lived for a big part of my life, big chunk in Bridgeport, Connecticut. So in Bridgeport, we went to a church, which is my home church called New Vision. And yeah, my mom would have us in church like every um, Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday. Okay, like we wasn't missing church. Was that like we're not allowed to miss church, miss church service? And sometimes I didn't even know why we was there, what we was there about, none of that stuff. So I mean, that was my journey. But my little sister's journey was a little different, where she kind of got engulfed in the community at church, which is amazing. She got connected to people. She was poured into. She was reading her Bible. I at that time really didn't read my Bible. I didn't really read my Bible, but we would go, and then we would invite our friends, because if the friends and your cousins are staying the night, then they going to church too. My mom didn't. She ain't play that, okay? So yeah, so we went to church, and that kind of lasted all the way up until high school. High school. So it started slimming down. It went from 3 days to all right, 2 days, and then once we got in high school, she was like, all right, you gotta you could, because we were going to high school in Norwalk, and she was living in Bridgeport. It was like, okay, you kind of figure it out from there. And I bless God for that, because it allowed me to venture out into the world and see what was out there. And when it was time, God called me back. So it's a scripture that tells the parent to, like, be the person to sow the seed, right, into your child. And